everyone, thank you for watching. Excuse my voice because I am a little bit sick. I woke up with a cold yesterday and I'm just not feeling so well, so I wanted to film a video for you guys because it has been a little bit since I've posted on this channel. If you guys aren't aware, I do have a second channel where I post vlogs and inner beauty and motivation videos, so I will link that below for those of you guys who never saw that before. I just recently posted a vlog from my trip to Tennessee, so if you guys want to check that out, I will again link it below. It's been quite some time since I've done a color series video, and I think my most requested has been purple. So as I was gathering products for this look, I was like pulling way too much stuff, so I figured I'm going to just do purples today, and then the dark plums I'm going to save for a different day because I have a ton of really nice plum stuff that I like. But I think today I'm just going to stick with like the purples, the brighter purples, the paler purples, everything like that. Also really quickly, I wanted to share that these earrings are from Ludora Boutique. I have so many of them and they're just so beautiful. They're like one of a kind. You can get them all 10% off with my code Carli Bybel, so I will list everything below in the description box as usual. And yeah, if you want to see how I got this makeup look as well as some of my favorite purple products, please keep watching. So first I'm going to start out with purple lip products because I think that is what I have the most of. I'm going to just quickly talk about each one and then show you guys swatches of all of them so you can see them all in comparison to each other. The first one is by MAC. It's the Kelly Osbourne lipstick. It was the limited edition one, but I'm sure you can still find it on Amazon. It's called Dodgy Girl and it's a beautiful purple shade. I absolutely loved how the casings were also purple for these, so of course I had to get this one. And I also got the other shade, which is more of like a peachy colored, which is also beautiful. Next I have two NYX Macaroon lipsticks. These lipsticks are so pigmented. I was honestly so surprised because I figured since they were so inexpensive they were just going to be a little bit more sheer, but they actually are so pigmented. This one I would definitely wear more than this one. I have tried this one, but it's a little bit more of like a lavender shade, but they're both beautiful and they are in the shades Violet and Lavender. Two more drugstore lipsticks that I have are Violet by Milani and Divine by Maybelline. So these are pretty similar in color. The Milani one is a little bit of a deeper purple, but they are both beautiful shades. And again, these ones are also really pigmented for drugstore lipsticks, so anyone who's telling you that you can't find a nice drugstore lipstick, they're lying to you. They're almost just as good as some of the more expensive ones that I have, so it just really depends on what shade you're looking for and just finding the one that suits you best. And the last purple shade was actually one of my favorites for the summertime. This one's called Love Potion, and this one's by Dose of Colors, and it's such a beautiful purple shade. So those are the 6 lipsticks that I decided to show for you guys because they're the ones that I've used the most. I think over the summer these purple colors are a lot more popular, but I think, hey, why not? Why can't you bring it into the fall time? Because all I'm seeing lately are so many pastels being brought into the fall and the winter, and I think you can really get away with any makeup look or any lip color as long as you just dress appropriately for the weather. I also have a few glosses and lip glazes. The first two are by LA Girl and they are lip paints. I mixed 2 colors on my lips, this one and more of like a pinkish tone, which I'll show you guys how I did it in the tutorial, but this one is called Whimsical, and it's a really, really beautiful shade. I love these lip paints because they're really pigmented. All you do is just take a tiny bit on your finger and you just dab it on your lips, and you just need a tiny bit, like a little bit goes a long way. I promise you that. And the darker one is called Koi. And then I have 2 Whitening Lightning glosses. One is Wild Orchid and the other one is Bermuda. So realistically, the Bermuda shade probably won't really wear that much, but if you guys are into funky makeup or if you like just trying really bold, different colors, these glosses are just so ridiculously pigmented. When I show you guys the swatch of this, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, this one. They also have like a turquoise, a white, and a black shade that were like a special edition that came out, but they are just so pigmented and amazing. So if you guys are looking for something that's really rich in color and also gives you a nice glossy finish, these glosses are great. These glosses have been my favorite for, I'm going to say like 3 years now. They keep coming out with new shades and each shade just keeps getting better and better. So these purple ones, of course, I had to include. Moving on to eyeshadows, there were a few different shadows that I used to create this look that I'm going to share with you guys, as well as a few other favorites. The palette that I used for this look was called Wild Child by BH, and I used these 2 purple colors at the bottom. I love these because they're not your typical bright purple, they're more of like a mauve. Can I ever say that word right? Mauve? Just sounds weird. Mauve? Maybe it's mauve. That might be the right way to say it. But yeah, so they're more of like a purpley pink instead of that bright, rich purple. So I absolutely loved how pigmented these ones are. What I like doing before the mineralized shadows is, oh, I sound like a mess right now. Again, I apologize. I like to dip my brush into the Fix Plus and then use the shadows, and it just makes them come out so much brighter and so much more pigmented, so that is definitely my trick that I use, especially for the mineralized shadows. Another shadow that I used to create this look was by Sigma. This one is called Gossip, and it's a really nice deep purple. These Sigma shadows are so pigmented. I honestly for a while never went to grab them because I tend to always grab stuff that are in palettes. That way I can just kind of use one palette to create my whole look. But for this look I actually used 2 of the single shadows, and I was so pleasantly surprised at how pigmented they were. I didn't even need to dip my brush into anything to get it the color that I wanted, so I was actually, again, really excited about these. This one's amazing. Another one that I also used for this look is by MAC, the pigment Violet. These MAC pigments I cannot talk highly enough about. I have almost every color. They never run out. I feel like I've had this one, like they don't even make them in these casings anymore, and if I were to open it and show you, which I will really quick, you will see that it's still like ridiculously full, and I've used this so many times. I've had it so long. So that is one thing that I love about the MAC pigments is They may be a little bit more pricey, but you're going to have them forever, and they're just so pigmented. They just really make your eyes pop, and that's what I use underneath my eyes. So of course I had to include my velour lashes. They are amazing. I love the mink lashes. I'm wearing them right now. I'm wearing the Girl You're Crazy lashes today, but my absolute all-time, hands-down favorite lashes are the Doll Me Up. I wore them to the CMAs, and I also wore them to my recent meet and greet, so I saw a couple people asking, and again, they were the Doll Me Up ones. I have a 15% off code for anyone interested, so I will link it below. Also, they are made with mink hair, but there are no animals harmed in the process, so I've seen a few people asking about that. And if you go on their website, they have a whole story about how the lashes are made and all that good stuff. So if anyone's in the market for a nice pair of lashes, these are really great, and you can get so many uses out of them. These ones right here, I actually had from before I even moved to my new house. I like to keep them in the same boxes that they come in and then just reuse them. So these are amazing. So next I have this purple hard candy primer. It's not actually purple, it's more of like a light lavender. And I wanted to mention this because I saw some people asking questions about like color correcting, and they say to use a purple shade to really brighten up dull skin if your skin's looking a little bit gray. So this primer I used a few times in my few recent videos, and I really noticed that it helps brighten it up a bit. If you're doing a really dramatic look where you're going to be putting on layers and layers, the primer color really doesn't matter because it's just going to kind of get lost throughout all the layers. But if you're doing something where you're just going to apply a primer, a foundation, and then throw in a little bit of mascara, this is going to help really brighten up your face. I, of course, had to include my Clean & Clear Advantage Acne Spot Treatment. I use this all the time. This is probably like my fourth one that I've used. It has the salicylic, salicylic, right? Is that how it's said? I'm pretty sure. I know people correct me all the time, but that's why I bought it, because I get facials every once in a while, and they've told me that if you get those little red veins around your nose, I have like a broken blood vessel up here on my nose, that this will help treat it. So I love this. Even just if I have a pimple, I'll just apply it underneath my foundation, or at nighttime before bed, I always apply it on pimples. Brett always comes in my room like, where's that little purple thing? I need it, and this is what he's talking about. So this is great for those of you guys who have some breakouts or just some maybe like red spots or red veins. This will really help with that. I have 3 purple liners that I wanted to talk about. The first one is Royally Striking by Sigma, and it's a gel liner. I absolutely, you can tell I've used this a bunch. I love gel liner. Usually I'll just go for my black one, but sometimes to really make my eyes pop, I'll just do a purple liner in place of the black one. I also have 2 pencils. One is by Milani, and it's called Perfect Purple, and the other one is from BH Party Girl, and it is, sorry, I have my window open if you hear all that noise. This one's called Spin. So I'm going to, again, show you guys swatches of all of these, but those were my top favorites as far as that. Oh, wait. I have a lip liner as well. This one's Heroin by MAC, and it's a beautiful purple shade. If you guys are going to try out any of the lipsticks that I mentioned, it's good to get a purple lip liner that's going to match the shade, so it can help really make your lips look larger and help really accentuate them, make them look nice and perfect. So this is the one that I always tend to use as far for any of those lighter colors. And the last product is Model in a Bottle, and this is the Sensitive Skin Makeup Setting Spray, and this is probably like my 5th bottle of this. You can see it's like almost empty. I love the one for sensitive skin just because my skin is pretty sensitive. They have an original formula that I've just really never tried. I now know that they come in newer bottles, so once I finish this bottle off, I'm gonna go get the new bottle, of course. So it may look a little bit different, the one that I'm linking for you guys, but this has been my all-time favorite makeup setting spray. It's the one that I found works the best out of all of the ones that I have, and it has little purple writing on it, so of course I had to include it. So that is really it as far as, oh wait, no, I'm sorry, one more thing. My Glamorous blush palette has this beautiful purple shade. I think this is really the only purple blush that I have, so of course I had to use it for this look. It's just very subtle. I guess it doesn't really look that purple on your face, which is good because most people don't really use purple blushes, but I wanted to include it because this one and the other 10 color blush palette are my favorites. I love the palettes because you can really just bring one away with you, and then you have a whole bunch of colors and you don't have to worry about packing a bunch of individuals. So if you guys love the palettes, these are really, really affordable, and I back them up 100%. So that is it as far as my favorite purple beauty products. I have so many purple nail polishes, so I didn't even want to go through them all and try and pick my favorite. I mean, any color you go with are going to be great. I love Essie, Sinful Colors, Salon Perfect, all of those like normal brands you can find right in your drugstore. They have amazing purple shades, so just depending on the color you're going for, I guess go check it out, and you really can't go wrong with that. So I'm going to put all of these swatches not only in this video but also on my blog as well as other pictures. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, it's been a little bit since I've done a color series video, but please comment below and let me know what color you would like to see next. I will be doing a tutorial where I do a darker plum lip, so I will share some of my favorites in that video because I figured this video is going to be long enough with all the purple shades as is, so I'm going to save the plums and the darker purples for a separate video. I love you guys so much. I leave for LA tomorrow morning and I don't get home till Sunday, so let me know if you guys want me to vlog again because I had so much fun in Tennessee vlogging for you guys. I'm going for business, so it's going to be a nice long weekend, but as soon as I get back, I promise I'm going to be back on my grind with my videos. The past few weeks have just been absolutely crazy, and then I got sick yesterday, so I was planning on filming another video yesterday. That just didn't happen. So thank you guys for being patient with me. I love you all so much, and I hope you guys have a great day.